Today on the show, I'm going to make 3 award pitches within the scheme of the Big 12 and nationally that Arizona Wildcats will be getting decorated with awards after the season after being left off all preseason lists. We talked about the Cousy Award snub that Bradley had. We talked about no players making all Big 12. We'll talk about what awards, both in the Big 12 and nationally, Wildcats will be decorated with. So let's dive right in. The first premise on this show is just how absurd it was to see the preseason poll in the Big 12 come out and have Arizona picked 4th. And that wasn't necessarily a shock. I thought it was too low. I said it then. I felt like it was a bit dismissive of a team with a decent retention rate in terms of what they bring back, an excellent coach, and a highly projectable scheme of how they play. What they brought back was good. What they brought back in a coach was great. And what they bring in terms of transfers or freshmen, in this case freshmen with Koa Pete, Braden Burries, Ivan Karchenkov, Dwayne Airstone, was excellent. And then you look at what Tommy Lloyd does and how that clientele fits his scheme, and it was very clear that this team was better than where they were projected, not only in the Big 12, but nationally. That was my contention there. But we'll see what happens in terms of the Big 12. There's a lot of season left. But Arizona, under Tommy Lloyd, even the year before this, rebounded the ball. And the year before this was the worst of Tommy Lloyd's his tenure. They rebounded the ball well, scored the ball a ton, and that's more projectable in terms of like things you can rely on for a coach than anyone in the conference other than by brand alone, other than maybe Houston. And Houston lost more than Arizona did, but obviously they went to the championship game and they brought back plenty. Houston defense is going to be great. They're going to rebound the ball. And I would argue their brand retention is probably stronger than Arizona's. I have no issue. But anyone else, I think you're lying to yourself if you're picking a team that you trusted the brand more than Arizona. Kansas isn't Kansas of old anymore. They could still be really great because their team is getting better around them. And Darren Peterson, when he comes back from a hamstring, is spectacular. He's, in my opinion, the best player in the country. But picking Arizona 4th was less insulting due to the excellent top of the conference with hype behind BYU and Texas Tech following Houston. I wasn't terribly insulted by that. The conference is elite, and that's what that says more than Arizona is bad. And I said that then. And I think that finish could happen, the standings that they projected. But that wasn't the wild thing. The wild thing was, even though I said Arizona would finish top 2 in this conference, and I still believe they'll be top 2, I think number 1 in the conference, the insulting thing was that none of the players on a team as good as Arizona, that was ranked 13th by the AP poll and 4th in the Big 12, got the nod to be one of the 10 best players in the conference, when Arizona very easily could have 2 All-Americans.